I'm a storyteller. I'm called to be a storyteller. I say storyteller instead of liar because there's a heap of difference between your storyteller and your liar. Your liar, that's somebody taking cover things over mainly for his own private benefit. But your storyteller, that's somebody taking uncover things so everybody can get something good out of it. Yes, I'm a storyteller.
We all have a story to tell. It's a good feeling performing with other groups that are very different from us but yet have this same sense of who you are and where you're from, and it's important to share this with others.
No, look at Schwartz. Look at Schwartz. He's a perfect
what is he,
example.
hiding under the table? We're alone.
Don't be literal. Schwartz is off somewhere right now writing an epic poem in Yiddish about the hills of Kentucky. Now, nobody in Kentucky speaks Yiddish.
Schwartz is there. He speaks it.
Traveling Jewish will come to Kentucky and work. We will go to New Orleans. John will come to Kentucky. We'll swap communities. We'll come and let people see us. Let people see our work and see that we have things in common. We talk about different places. We use different language, but we find out that there's so many things that we have in common. And so the idea of the three-way tour was born. Let's work together. Tell me, where do you come from? Tell me, where will you go? To them mountains around you, or them cities of gold. Them cities of gold, cities of gold, oh so lonely and so cold, you can lose your very soul, living in cities of gold.
I was able to just see the parallels between the hillbilly problem and black problem in the States, and you know, people can take out of it whatever they can. You know, there's something there for everybody. It's another way of just bringing people together.
They're the songs of our fathers and our mothers, oh Lord, ain't you glad they're still here? 'Cause them cities of gold, cities of gold, oh so lonely and so cold, you can lose your very soul, living in cities of gold.
Well, how y'all doing? My name is Junebug Joe. I come from down in South Mississippi.
The kinds of stories that Junebug tells, which are polite, but still reflect in an honest way the realities of our relationships with each other. You know, it doesn't assume that black people and white people don't have tremendous arguments and fights to work out here. Doesn't assume that all these great social problems that we face don't exist, but in spite of that, we can still sort of have a good time considering.
My granddaddy now, I reckon him to had a good reason for naming that old mule Senator Bilbo. Say, he called him Senator Bilbo due to the fact the Bilbo they have up in Washington didn't look no better when about half as smart. Yeah. See, when my daddy was coming up, they had a senator from the state of Mississippi. Was so hard on colored people, Lord, you wouldn't believe it. No, wouldn't believe it. Bilbo, Senator Bilbo, he was the type of fella would stand up right in the hall of Congress and say, "Excuse me, gentlemen. But they about to lynch a nigger back up in my home district. And I want to get back over there because I wouldn't want to miss the party. That's the type of man old Bilbo was. Oh, he was mean. My granddad. Reckon him to had a good reason for naming that old jackass after Senator Bilbo. What he done? He taken drive old Bilbo off in the town every Saturday afternoon. And old Bilbo was getting his mind to stop right in the middle of Main Street. Papa, he'd sit there for a while and start to talking that old mule. Now, come on now, Bilbo. You know I ain't got all day to fool around now, yeah? Old Bilbo just stand there. Papa take to fussing at him and cussing at him and carrying on some trouble. Bilbo, you no good old jackass, you better come on now. You know I gotta go to church first thing in the morning. Get up, Bilbo. Old Bilbo just stand there. Papa gets so mad, he keep on talking that old mule till the whole crowd of people get all up around him. He start to fussing at him. He gets so mad after a while. He jumped down out the wagon and grabbed him a stick which he carried for that purpose. Say, all right now, Bilbo, I'm going to give you one more chance. Get up and go, Bilbo. That old mule was just standing there. Your man wasn't no good. Your daddy was, he'd beat that mule something terrible. Right there in the middle of Main Street. Why, here, the people come from all over town watching Papa beat and cuss on Senator Bilbo. Right there in the middle of town. Yeah, the only thing the colored people love more than seeing Papa beat up on that mule was seeing Joe Louis beat up on a white man and get paid for it.
Anybody who's got that kind of experience of oppression will have those kinds of stories. The trickster, the witty one who will use wile, even if they couldn't find a victory, you know, of arms, they could find a victory in spirit.
I grew up where people didn't cry a whole lot out loud. If they had troubles, if they had problems, they kind of just went ahead and endured. They catch you out there on the schoolyard, and then where everybody could hear them and everybody could see you, they'd start in to holler. Hey, look at yonder, boy, look at it. Here comes old Rocky Tag. I'll tell you what's the truth. There's people in this world that believe they're better than other people. That's right. And there's people that believe they're better than other people because of the clothes they wear. Now, would you like to tell me how in the hell a pair of breeches makes one man better than another man? I'm gonna buy me an automobile, get me a job with some time to kill, get one of them women long and curly Q eyes, honey, I'm gonna change my style. I'm gonna throw away my old work clothes, quit picking my teeth out, quit picking my nose. When I get me one of them Colgate smiles, I'm gonna change my style. Hey boy, from the country is what you may see. There's gonna be some changes in me.
ethically rooted one is in one's own culture, heritage, background, the more one can relate to others. Now that can cut both ways. The differences can be exploited and be used to divide people, which they have been over and over again, or they can be used to bring people together.
In the dream, we shared a world of beginnings, eating poetry, and drinking politics, and turning old laments into jazz.
It allows people to enter a world that they might not normally enter into. Most people don't know very much about Jewish religion. They don't know about the language. They don't know about the tradition. They don't know how Jewish people feel about themselves. They don't know. Traveling Jewish gives them not the whole story, but some insight.
He was somebody who was kind of lost. He didn't remember too much, but gradually he began to tell a few things about himself and about his life. And this is one of those stories. And what you need to know about it is the word Shabbos means Sabbath.
All of the
You know what
characters
Sabbath
really
is?
that we were showing them, Junebug, Wicked John, Max from our piece, are all characters who are not quite socialized, you know, who aren't quite fitting into the system. Kids delight in that, to see that there is possibly that room.
I felt like I should sing something, but I could only remember one song. So I sang it to God on Shabbos. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream.
What's your name? What's your name? What is it? Stacy. This is a song about Stacy. See, Stacy's. We didn't want to tell anybody, but Stacy's my girlfriend. We're not decided yet when we're going to get married, but I think it'll be after the 6th grade. Now this is about Stacy. This is what I sing to her in those tender moments. Now Stacy, let your hair hang down. Oh, Stacy, let your hair hang down. Let your hair hang down and your bangs curl around. Oh, Stacy, let your hair hang down. Let's sing Mole in the Ground. I wish I was a mole in the ground. Oh, I wish I was a mole in the ground. If I was a mole in the ground, I'd root that mountain down. I wish I was a mole in the ground.
It is material that includes people instead of excludes them. It is intended to include them, to give them every opportunity to understand what you're doing. And you don't lose nothing of yourself by doing that. You gain.
You know what I wish? What, John? You're going to like this, you know. I wish that the next time one of them young'uns goes over there and sits down in my chair, you know, that old chair just reach up from the bottom. Yeah, grab them right by their little hiney, you know. And rock their brains out. That's what I wish. Just beat their little brains out right there. I'd love to see that, Lord, yeah. He turned around and looked, and standing there in the doorway of John's blacksmith shop, he was this little old fella, had one of them there St. Louis Cardinal baseball hats on his head, you know, wearing them little short breeches and all that stuff. Stood a little old bitty 5th grade devil right there. Hi. How you doing there, son?
Are you Wicked John?
Yeah, I'm Wicked John. Who are you?
I'm from hell.
What?
My card, yeah. I'm from hell. Yeah, Daddy sent me up here, said for me to come up here and get you and take you back with me. Okay?
Well,
Ready to go?
You can forget that for a while.
No, he said for me to hurry back. Said to hurry back and I can watch Happy Days.
Don't care what he said. I ain't going nowhere with you now, boy. Just get out.
I gotta go. This is my first job. I gotta go. We gotta hurry. I gotta get back.
You better get out of my face, is what you better do.
You're not going?
No, don't you start that crying. Hush that old snubbin'. Wait a minute, hold on. No, don't you cry. I tell you what, I'll do. Yeah, I'll go, but I gotta finish this horseshoe right here. Well, why don't you go over yonder to my rocking chair and get you a seat and just rest yourself. I know it's been a long, hard journey for you. And then just as soon as I get finished, we'll go, okay? Go ahead, you use my rocking chair. So that little old devil went over there.
One horseshoe, John.
He sat down in John's big old rocking chair, you know, and John, he started working in on that singing, oh, doo-dah, ping. Got that there horseshoe finished, pitched it over into the cooling
Are you ready, John?
Picked up another horseshoe and started into work.
John, we got, John.
About that time, that rocking chair.
John.
Oh, John.
The chair just starts jumping. He starts jumping. I mean, the magic that occurs in that moment to take an everyday object, you know, just by like setting it up for them, and everybody knows what's going on.
Oh yeah.
And to take it, the realm of the possible, to by the leap of the imagination, by his imagination, your imagination, to create that moment. It opens up this whole world of possibility for them.
The program here would always start off the same way. This your real sad organ music would come on the radio. And Tommy, he would always say the same set of words. He'd say, this is the hour for quiet contemplation and reverential reflection. All the joys brought to us in life by our dear departed loved ones who have flown on before. Yes, this is the memorial hour brought to you as a service and through the courtesy of the Gladstone Memorial Undertaking Funeral Parlor. Oh yes, remember, the Gladstone we gives the same tender care after that you gave before. When years go by, and they come to figure it out, they say, you know, it's a bunch of money we made in this here colored music business. A bunch of money.
The key is really reaching the audience that we want to reach. It may be poor people, but people who don't regularly attend theater. I think that's who we're all interested in reaching, because that's where our theater's coming from. That's who we are.
He portrays things that actually happened. You know what I mean? It was typical of things that happened. I enjoyed it.
For me, he captured like fine little lines that kind of bring everything to life. I was mesmerized.
The very act for those in the audience of hearing their story given back to them is central.
It's 3 a.m. I always know what time it is. I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse.
Where are you going? It's early yet.
I am going to ride the subway.
The subway?
There's a little known but a highly enforced law that after 3 a.m., no one uninteresting is allowed on the subway.
Sei gesund.
Sei gesund.
In the 60s, I know when I sang music, I mean, to be real in American music was to sound black or to sound Southern. You know? And I was neither. And who was I?
Nicht das jüdische Wort. Häufer, Reggae vergessen, oh, lass mich zu der Freude von jüdische Wort.
Geht mir ganze volle Messlesen, was nimmt mich wahr,
werd mich aus von alle Eitelkeiten.
The trivialization when we deal with Yiddish culture. I mean, an old Chinese woman walked by our poster once in San Francisco, old lady with bags. She must have been in her 80s, bent over, and she looked and she went, "Oh, traveling Jewish theater."
Na, lasst mich nicht das jüdische Wort euch vergessen.
My people have been Americans for maybe 100 years. But I've got thousands of years of tradition.
I am a Jew, an old Jew. And I'm still traveling.
Keiner weiß nicht, was ich sag. No one knows what I say. Keiner weiß nicht, was ich will. No one knows what I want. Zwei Schikurim mit der Flasch schlafen auf dem Dill, and that means two drunks with a bottle sleeping on the floor.
Story after story out of the Holocaust experience, when among survivors, you know, when a lot of them are asked how they managed, what gave them the will, the strength to survive simply, it was because they wanted to tell the story. That was the worst fear, more than, you know, death, destruction, was the thought that after all that there would be no one left to tell the story, to mark that this had have to witness.
Gain and I get out. Wo je geht, men spät bei Nacht, eine Kehr allein. Oh, where do you go in the middle of the night? Oh, where do you go in the middle of the night? Oh, where do you go on the last good night? All alone, all alone. I put on my hat and I will say good
The American people is in the process of being created. There is no American people now. There are several peoples in America. The melting pot was a concept or an idea that never accomplished, you know. It was violated by racism. It was violated by ethnic chauvinism of a variety of types. It was violated by the manipulation of big financial and commercial interests that saw greater value in keeping people divided from each other than helping people come to grips with where their common concerns are. You don't just sort of, with some concept imposed from above of a melting pot, say, okay, now you're going to be one people. Boom.
Go into one pot. Everybody jump into one pot.
Yeah, take all your stuff and throw it away. The past doesn't count anymore, you know. I think every little town needs a cultural program. I think every little community. Because the function of culture is to help us come to grips with ourselves.
It's as much a part gone, the land will still be here to raise and feed another family. This old farm birthed my father, raised my children, buried my man.
Let's share our stages, our communities, our lives, so that other people can see and they can look at their own lives and say, how do I fit into this? And that's how the three-way tour was born, and that's how we hope to continue to work and include other people. So it doesn't become three-way tour, it becomes bigger.
Didn't nobody want to hire no old colored man. All he knowed how to do was that old funny radio talk, so he stayed right there at Four Corners. He's down there right now. If you was to go over there right now, you'd see him. Tommy Too Tough Tucker is my doggone name. The bebop papa, that's my claim to fame. I talk so much a jive, it's a crying shame. You might have heard it from the others, but it's not the same. My real bad sucker got to sing for my supper. You look another further. In your pocket there's a bucker for your sweet corn shucker, your buckaroo bucker. The man with the plan known all over the land. It's Tommy Too Tough Tucker, check it out now. I'm Tommy Too Tough Tucker, gonna shout now. I'm Tommy Too Tough, yeah, I'm Tommy Too Tough, yeah, I'm Tommy Too Tough, hey, I'm Tommy Tucker. I know how it feels to wake from sun to sun. I know what it takes to put the blues on the run. If you ain't got no money, well, you can't have no fun. You work all day, you still ain't done. It just ain't proper, Lord, we got to find a stopper. It's a sad sharecropper, no corn in the locker. His sick old papa can't even call the doctor for the poop bebopper. I got no time to suffer. Strong gonna make me tougher. Tommy Too Tough, check it out now. I'm Tommy Too Tough, gonna shout now. I'm Tommy Too Tough, yeah, I'm Tommy Too Tough, yeah, I'm Tommy Too Tough, hey, I'm Tommy Tucker. Tommy Too Tough, check it out now. I'm Tommy Too Tough, gonna shout now. I'm Tommy Too Tough, yeah, I'm Tommy Too Tough, yeah, I'm Tommy Too Tough, hey, I'm Tommy Tucker.